Hello, and welcome to my channel. I thought today we'd get into some lathe work, and I thought we'd do it on my mini lathe. Let's get into that. What we're going to do is some hobby machining to continue on with the restoration of my Burke machine tool drill press. And what I need to do is create a diameter or a plug that the spindle return spring can wind around so it doesn't bend, kink, and then break again. I think we need to hop on the lathe and get into this. Let's do that. The part that I'm going to be making is only going to be like 350 thousandths, 340 thousandths long, and 835 thousandths in diameter. I thought we'd make it out of this piece of polycarbonate. It already is faced off and it has a center, which I need because it's sticking out pretty far. And I'm also going to drill and tap into here to hold it in this cap. This is the return spring cap that goes on the drill press. After I make this little plug, what I want to do is bolt it to the inside of this. So I'm going to also have to drill through this cap to hold this plug in the cap. So let's quit talking and get into this. Okay, like I said, this is polycarbonate. It should turn pretty easy. I'm going to try to take about 50 thousandths per pass, and I think I said it's going to be about 350 thousandths long. Let me put my dead stop in here. I'm going to take a lot more than 350 thousandths. So I have room for my cutoff. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Dial was set to 0. Let's see how big this is, and then I'll start cutting. One inch, 600, and let's see. 610. I'm going to 835, so I'm going to take at least 600 before I do anything. Let's do this. key to doing close work on a Harbor Freight mini lathe is continually measuring. I should be around 1-inch diameter. And now that this is all tangled up, this is a good time to measure. $1.20. So I have 20 thousandths to go. And like I said, you should continually measure when you're using one of these small Chinese lathes. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on here just to make it a little more smooth. I'm going to take half of that 20, measure it again, and see where I ended up. Let's measure this one more time. It's about 1.10 inches. Actually, I think that's close enough to start approaching my 835. So that would be how much? If it was 840, let's use a calculator. Okay, it's 1.010, and I want to go to 835. Minus 0.835 equals 175 thousandths. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50. Let's take like a 10,000th cut, measure it again, and see where we're at. Let's get rid of this stuff first. Okay, get the center out of the way. Looks so much better when you use oil. That's 850. So I got 15 thousandths to go. Okay, we're going to use some oil. like I said, continuous measuring. See where we're at. We should have 5 left. We have more like 2 thousandths left. Okay. You know what? I'm going to call that good because it's not that important. Within 10 would have been fine. I have a number 7 drill in the chuck. That's 201 thousandths. That's the tap drill size for a 1/4 inch or a 1/4 20. I'll be using a 1/4 20 button head in the process of bolting this into that spring cap. Let's get on with this. I drilled that pretty deep so I could just run this tap all the way through there. Okay, let's get the tap in there. Okay, I put a spring-loaded center in my chuck because on the back of my tapping handle, I have a center. And I like to use that to hold my tap in line. I'm going to put a little oil on here. And I load this up so I could have both of my hands free . This is a spiral point tap, and it's pushing all the chips down in front of it. So I'm going to have to take this out and get some of those chips out of there. Although I think it's tapped far enough. We need to get it ready to cut it off. Let's do that. Whenever you're going to cut something off, you put the tool in there. It needs to be square with your work. And as I can see, mine is not. I'm just going to square my tool up with loosening the tool post and retightening it when it's straight with the front of my part. I think for what I'm doing, that will be good enough. Let's see, I said that was supposed to be, let's say I got it written down here, 340 thousandths. That's plus or minus 20 actually. Somewhere around there. Looks about 340. Let's cut this thing off. Going way too fast. I really can't get oil down inside of it, so I'm just going to bring that tool out, put a little oil on it, and bring it back in. before I cut it off completely, I want to hit the inside of that with a file. Okay, wonder how close I am at. 335, and I wanted it 340. It's within 5 thousandths. That's pretty good. Okay, what I have to do next is drill the hole through this here. What I have to do is change these jaws, clamp this on the ID, center drill, and drill. Let's do that. What we need to do is put this cap in here, and all I really want to do is drill through this thing a little bit over a 1/4 inch. I think I said I was going to use a F drill, 257 thousandths. But before I do that, I'm going to take this spotting drill and put a good spot on here. Let's do that. Okay, center is in there. Let's put my F drill in. Feels like I'm breaking through. Going to stop it. Let's see if this screw goes through here, which it does, and it comes out plenty enough. If it's too much, I'll just put a washer behind this, but I think that's it. Let's see how all this goes together. All I have to do is bolt this into here. And I'm sure it's going to be okay if I can find my screw. There we go. There's the screw. Should have a wrench here. And there you have it. It's in there. So, as we see, my little plug and my drill through of the cap worked out just fine. Of course, I'm going to have to put the spring in first and then the plug when I'm assembling it. I'm just about finished making the video for the spindle and chuck, because that all had to be taken apart, cleaned, fixed, worked, make sure it works. And that should be the next video coming up. But this video, it looks like it's coming to an end, so I'm going to call it a wrap. So, until next time, enjoy.